but also as a happily married man.
So, you sound good.
Go all night.
I thank my wife for all the support during these years, and may God be with us until we grow old together and call us home.
Amen.
I'd like to also thank my son, Kalen, who always asks, Daddy, you going to Toastmasters again? My son, may I see you at the tea one day? The theme for this year, the Circle of Influence, was given life after I had a conversation with a dear friend of mine, Toastmaster Clem Foster. He said, Chervez, you know, I don't hang with friends my own age anymore. I said, why is that, Clem? Because persons my own age, they only talk about how their back hurts, arthritis, hypertension, diabetes, and how they can't get it up. So I changed my circle of friends. He said, I started hanging out with Dwayne the Lion Davis, Anthony the Tiger Longley, and Delmaro the Bear Duncan.
Oh boy.
Since that time, I have no backaches, no hypertension, and my wife, she says, lions and tigers and bears, oh my. This showed me that each of us in this room are one circle away from making the rest of our lives the best of our lives. And one circle away from going from good to great. One circle away from turning this great nation around, marching as our forefathers have taught us, forward, upward, onward, together. Norman Vincent Peale states that if you change your thoughts, you change your world. I say, if you change your circle of influence, you change your world. This great nation is filled with enthusiastic young men and women who have somehow lost their way. They are running with wolves and howling instead of running with eagles and flying. This year, the Youth Leadership Program will return to the Simpson Penn School for Boys, changing their circle of influence, teaching them to soar as future leaders of this country should. We seek to galvanize the youth during the 5th year celebration of the Neil Peseni Back to School Day, teaching career building skills, proper communication techniques, and how to be a positive, contributing member of the Bahamian society. The youth of this nation, members of this organization, and everyone in this room can all benefit from a positive circle of influence. So I ask you these questions. Which circle are you in? Who is influencing you? And what is hindering your growth? Colin Powell states, as you grow, your associates will change. Some friends will not want you to go on. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. I personally know the impact of the circle of influence had on my life. You see, I wasn't always this strapping, stately, confident young man you see before you. My journey in Club 1600, as the songwriter says, was filled with many dangers, toils, and snares. In life, however, many of us want to go around the fire. We want to go over the fire. We want to go under the fire, but we must all go through the fire. Each of these ties represent a year that I served on the executive team. If I told you it was easy, I would be lying to you. The first year, they said, Brown is a good speaker. Let's give him a chance. Besides, no one else is running. The second year, they chanted with enthusiasm, I believe in Cleve. The third year, Keith Major said, I like you, Brown, but Carlos Palacios is my disciple. By this time, young Toastmasters and guests, life gets hard. You want to quit. I wanted to leave. I saw many who started this journey with me walk away. At this time, you have to ask yourself these questions. Which circle are you in? Who is influencing you? And what is hindering your growth? The fourth year, they sent a world-famous DJ after me. The fifth year, they said, we don't use lotion, but we want Roshan. This year was even more difficult. By now, you're just tired of losing. But if we dig deep and ask yourself these questions, which circle are you in? Who is influencing you? And what is hindering your growth? My friends, my circle of friends at the time said, Brown, they don't want you around. Give up. Don't continue to go through with it. You're not getting paid for this. I was nearly broken. Rather than giving up, I decided to change my circle, surrounding myself with persons such as the past presidents you see before you. And most importantly, my mother, who gave me the words that I live by each and every day. She said, tough times don't last. Tough people do.
Yes.
And I stand before you this evening, president of this great organization. And with a circle of executives who will lead this organization into a successful 2016-2017. And I answered the question, which circle are you in? I said, I am a child of the King, the Most High God. So that inducts me in the circle of royalty. Who is influencing you? The greatest Toastmasters club in the world, loving family and friends. So that places me right where I'm supposed to be. And what is hindering your growth? I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, the only person that can hinder my growth is me. So I ask you, which circle are you in? As we extend the leadership tour to Andres and take Ladies' Night to Abaco, and to so many other Toastmasters organizations in the Bahamas who can benefit with the help of Club 1600, we extend to you our circle of influence to help your club thrive and make all clubs in the Bahamas presidents distinguished. Within our club, we will design educational programs such as the Purpose of Vision, Health 101, How to Win in a Failing Economy, Earn a Living by Speaking like Keith Major, and How to Cheer Your Way to Wealth and Success, as our honorees tonight have done for so many years. Les Brown states that you cannot expect to achieve new goals or move beyond your present circumstance unless you change. You cannot expect to achieve new goals or move beyond your present circumstance unless you change your circle of influence. Which circle are you in? If you want to be wealthy, don't get in a circle of broke people. If you want a better job, don't get in a circle with people who don't have one. If you need clothes, don't get in a circle with a naked person. If you want to be a great speaker, don't get in the circle of a person who's afraid to speak. A wise man said, the simple fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and for the bad. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, I challenge you. If you want to have an impact in this life, see who is influencing you. And join us as we expand our circle of influence, not only in Toastmasters, but in this great nation of the Bahamas, marching as our forefathers have taught us, forward, upward, onward, together. So I ask you this question, which circle are you in? Mr. Chairman.